All right, welcome back to Jablam Sports presentation of the NBA playoffs 2020 simulation. That's right, we're simulating every single game of the NBA playoffs at our website, jablamsports.com. Check our website. We have all the series, playoff tree, the stats for every game, every team, and the league leaders as well. Check out the schedule. We got two more games coming up after this, but up next is Milwaukee at Orlando. It's Giannis versus Fournier. It's series 2-1. No, Orlando won last game. Milwaukee won the first two games at home. So will that continue that trend of teams winning at home? Will Orlando tie it up, or will Milwaukee take a 3-1 series lead here? Of course, coming up after this, it's Clippers and Dallas and Memphis and Lakers. All right, enjoy Game 4, folks.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Checking out the Magic, Game 3, a win on their home court. They'll look to do it again tonight, and no question, these home fans are fired up. And when you're entering a borderline must-win game, if you're the coach of this team, give me your best coach speech for this game.
Well, I'm going to bring it in, guys, bring it in. So listen up. You know, we can't change anything that we've done. We've gotten here for a reason. There's no reason to change what you've done.
Let's go!
You're good enough. Yeah. You're good enough right now.
Let's play.
Right now. Right here,
Hooray!
right now. You could be anywhere in the world.
Are you talking
Put you
to us?
right here.
Are you talking
Put
to
you
us?
right here.
What?
And I'm an assistant coach. Maybe this team needs a little pressure. Playing without urgency is helping put them in this situation. Maybe pressure could get them out of it. Fred, let's go. 1, 2, 3, team.
The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Glad you could join us today. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Hey, Dave.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 guard. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo hits the bucket. DiVincenzo's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Bucks. Now Fultz. Outside Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Rabbit's foot in the shoe that time. Got lucky because the pick has to be better. It made no impact, but they still got the score.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. From 6 feet, and Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Middleton.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Outside Fournier. Clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. Good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there. to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Goes up the baseline. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Isaac misses. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Bangs home the trifecta.
Eric Bledsoe connecting from there. When he's making that sort of stuff, you can see the confidence grow.
Fultz looking around. Passes it to Fournier. Puts it up from 15. Second chance shot. And it's Vucevic missing.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim. And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Now here's Fultz. The Magic again can't hit. Pass to Bledsoe. And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. Now the basket, DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. The Magic trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And the Magic shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Isaac misses.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Pass to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, defenders have to worry about the drive so much that they might be reluctant to close out far enough. Giannis recognized space, drilled it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Entirely new group here. Lamba is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Matthews, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And so it's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by Orlando. Middleton the pass to Williams. Misses the 3. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. Trailing by 4. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
We talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
And the Bucks with possession here. Magic knocking down the tray. And the basket by Hill.
Well, getting payback there from the three-point line. George Hill squares it up.
Augustine passes to Carter-Williams. Vucevic against Ilyasova. Shoots a fader. Off the left rim and out.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Matthews dishes to Hill. Knocked loose. And Middleton kicks to Hill. Second shot opportunity. Middleton can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now here's Carter-Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Vucevic missing. Matthews scanning the floor. Hill drives in. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, George Hill looked pretty good going to the rim that time. Not thrown off stride. And he created a nice shot opportunity.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Hill against Augustine. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Augustine. And it's 6 points for Vucevic.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Here's Middleton. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks ahead. They're up by 4. 2K Sports. Back in a moment from the Amway Center. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many. Something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Ilyasova out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Now here is Augustine. Ross passes to Gordon. And the layup falls. Gordon's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Magic. The dish now to Lopez. Just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. The shot, no good. Ross with a wide open look, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
DiVincenzo passes to Matthews, and Hill has it in the corner. Back to Lopez. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Now here is Augustine. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Here's DiVincenzo. And here's Hill for 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Left side Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the line for him here. That free throw, no good. Orlando making some changes. Isaac's checked in for Ross. Evan Fournier comes in for Carter Williams. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Milwaukee also making some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. So we can't get either to fall. Gordon dishes to Fournier. Fires the 3. Matthews with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Now here's Fultz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Fournier. Outside Gordon. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
The first free throw is good. And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. Over Fultz. Here's Antetokounmpo. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and the ball falls right into it.
Lob pass to Gordon. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Bledsoe looking it over. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Bledsoe going to the inside has no problem at his size getting in and drawing contact.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Super 2.
And the first one drops.
Eric Bledsoe bounced around a little bit in the early part of his career under the tutelage of Chris Paul when he first came into the league. Seems like he's found a home here and very much settling into his role.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Bledsoe hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Fultz. Drops one in from the wing. Fultz has got the lead up to 1 now for the Magic.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Fultz. Following the miss by Giannis.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Williams, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pass to Fultz. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fultz has got 6.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Middleton out there thinking about the game, and that helps out. Skilled at getting to the free throw line.
For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
Hill, he's checked in for the Bucks. Middleton hits them both. 1:19 left to play here in the half. Now here's Fultz. He's got 6, stolen by Bledsoe. The drive by Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Fournier against Hill. Now here's Vucevic. Defense right on him.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first for the Magic. Terrence Ross is checked in for Bamba. Carter Williams comes in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And both free throws good for Vucevic. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
And there's the pass to Isaac. Here's Vucevic. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
Augustine against Giannis. Floats one, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Augustine.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And here's Giannis from outside. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Well, for Milwaukee, they'll be extremely motivated to come out in the second half and try to secure control. Because it's no secret to anyone that the difference between a 3-1 lead in a series as opposed to being tied 2-2 is massive. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. This guy should be starting, Ernie.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. If you look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac into the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Fournier passes to Vucevic. Over Bledsoe. Doesn't go that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. That's 7 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fultz kicks to Isaac. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Vucevic the pass to Isaac. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton. The Magic have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Isaac.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Bucks leading by 5. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Dishes to Middleton. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. The Magic have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. For 3, Fournier, a fresh 14 for Orlando. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Wesley Matthews checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Gordon. To the paint. Here's Fultz. And the rebound goes to Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. For the 3, they grab their own miss. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Bledsoe, and stolen by Ilyasova. Shot's good by Bledsoe. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
Can't lose sight of Bledsoe out there in a blur. He's so good in transition.
third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 6. Passes it to Fournier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Magic have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Fournier. So for the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And then for Milwaukee, Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so Fournier nails both of them. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kicks it to Ilyasova. Lopez outside. Nobody near Williams. Drills the three-pointer. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
This is the confidence you love seeing. Sometimes Williams wastes no time in getting his shot off.
Now here's Fournier. And here is Ross. Shot on the wing. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Hill. And it's a 12-point Bucks lead. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Fournier. On the wing, Gordon. He kicks it to Ross. Just 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Augustine. Another miss by Orlando. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Shots good by Bledsoe.
Well, he might be 6'1", but Eric Bledsoe is fantastic with different kinds of finishes around the rim.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Middleton's checked in. Pass to Augustine. Kicks to Ross. Misses off the right iron. Bucks leading by 14. Middleton up top. He's guarded by Ross. Lopez left side. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here's Orlando now. Augustine finds Bamba. Carter Williams with the bounce pass. Middleton against Augustine. The pass to Ross. Launches a 3. The Magic again can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shots good by Williams.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Magic trail by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Augustine against Bledsoe. Augustine with it. Can they get it? And that one released in time, but no good.
And the coach coaching staff loves the intensity Williams brings on defense, wanting to shut his man down.
And so it's Milwaukee with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Williams. Then it's George Hill. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Middleton's got such a great wingspan. That comes into play on steals just like that one.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. Back to Augustine. Vucevic trying to get open. And it's sent back by Hill.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. A shot block by Giannis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
And Augustine kicks to Bamba. Middleton against Ross. Off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. For the match, Isaac's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And Markel Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Brook Lopez is checked in for Marvin Williams. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Fultz kicks to Carter Williams. 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Here's Vucevic. Good D by Lopez.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very serious.
And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Now a timeout called by Orlando. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Here's Vucevic. Now Fultz. Back to Vucevic. That shot is off. Good D by Lopez.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Fournier. Banked in off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The dish to Vucevic. Fultz with the ball. He's against Hill. Scooped up.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Fournier after the basket by Milwaukee. Middleton outside. From the arc. Here's Giannis. An easy 2 points on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 22.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Vucevic. High arcing shot, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. Middleton outside. Passes it to Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here is Ilyasova. Pass to Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 5. Here's the step back. Here's Lopez, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
A guy that doesn't give up on the glass. Lopez, a real force at rebounding the ball.
Here's a 1-2, started by Korver. 1:43 left to play here in the 4th. Aminu dishes to Fultz. The Magic again can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained. And entering the final countdown, game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Now, here's Aminu. Kyle Korver missing his last shot. Aminu against Brown. Fultz, no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. A nice run, going 12 in a row. Here's Connaughton. Here's Lopez. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Fultz. And here's the fast break. Here's a 1-2. The Magic again can't hit. Now here's Lopez. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defense to stop. Everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
Wow. And Milwaukee with a blowout game here in Game 4, taking the series 3-1 now. Even the last game, I thought Orlando just barely squeaked out a win. But now it's 3-1 for Milwaukee, and they're going home. In 2 days, we'll have Game 5, and Milwaukee will be able to close it out. Remember, we're all over social media at Jablam Sports. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. We're also on Twitter and subreddit. You can check our Twitter for updates. We have all our stats on there and when next games are playing. So you can check that. And of course, go to our website, jablamsports.com. We have all our games. So all the videos of all the games are live here on our Twitch and on our website, Jablam Sports. So you can check all the games, past games there, future games there. And of course, for that, you can check out the stats for every game, every team, and the league leaders. So you can check that out. All right, bear with us.